What is up, YouTube? This is Teak1 coming at you with another video, and today I'm going to talk to you about Army of Darkness. Now, I'm sorry I haven't made a video in a while. I've actually been getting over a cold, but since it's still October, I wanted to do another horror movie, and this time it's a film from one of my absolute favorite directors, Sam Raimi. You may know him as the director of the Spider-Man trilogy, but he actually got his start in the horror genre with the Evil Dead movies. Now I haven't seen the first two, although I've heard good things about them, but you don't really need to in order to appreciate Army of Darkness. It's more or less its own thing. They tell you everything you need to know in the opening credits anyway, but yeah, it's kind of more of a standalone film. It hasn't been referenced since in this franchise, so but yeah, let's start with the pros, and the biggest positive here is Sam Raimi. He's just a phenomenal director, and all his trademark dementedness, his crazy cinematography. I mean, the camera angles in this movie are just insane. There's a lot of humor here, and there's some great action scenes too. I mean, all his trademark style just saturates this movie, and it's great. Bruce Campbell is also a phenomenal lead actor. I mean, how can you not love this guy? Ash himself is a really fun character, and Bruce Campbell's dialogue is just fantastic. He makes this character so great. And as I said, the movie has a lot of humor. I'd actually classify it as a horror fantasy comedy. I've never seen a film combine all three of those genres, so it's relatively ambitious for a film in this franchise, I'd say, too. And I like the creature design. Some of the Deadites had a real Harryhausen feel to them, and I'm always a fan of that stuff. The music's pretty good, too. It makes the film seem really epic, even though the film is more of a horror comedy with bits of fantasy than anything else, but the music does vault it up. And as I said, Bruce Campbell's dialogue is stellar. This is one of the most quotable movies ever made. But it does have its share of flaws. It's not Sam Raimi's best film by a long shot. There's a really bland story here. That's the biggest flaw. It doesn't really offer anything new. It's just sort of battling monsters. That's about all it is. And, I've seen that before. And this doesn't really do it in a new enough way to make it as memorable as it should be. And there's a really uneven tone as well. There are times when it feels straight up like Looney Tunes. And then other times it's trying to be legitimately frightening. And it doesn't always work. And besides Ash, man, the rest of this cast is so boring. Besides the villain, who is also played by Bruce Campbell, no one here is that interesting. And some of the comedy goes a little too cheesy, I'd say. There are a couple very cringy moments. In particular, there's a scene early on in the film in which Ash fights a bunch of minuscule duplicates of himself. All in all, though, to be honest, those are kind of nitpicks. That's not the point of this movie. It's just a really campy, fun horror comedy. And I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 because I actually enjoy it. Now, it's not for everybody, but fuck it, it's for me. Stick1 signing out.